What's going on, everybody? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Pitts, Pitts and Push Sports Talk Radio, Pitts Sports Zone, Bowie TV, coming to you live from Arundel High School Football Media Day. Smell it in the grass. Y'all know what it is when y'all ride past those high schools. Y'all getting ready for Friday Night Lights, but yo, check out who I got with me today. Listen, everybody in this room know who they are. No shade, but these are your 2025 champions. Arundel High, and y'all see these boys is flashing like bling on them. They want Shador Sanders in here. But listen, it's all fun. That's what you work hard for at the end of the day. You know, you did the ultimate job. You know, you won. So congratulations to you first and foremost for the job that you guys did last year. I understand last year was last year. This year is a whole nother year. And it's about repeating the cycle for putting last year's success behind because it don't translate to this year, right? So before we start, one thing I want to ask, I'm asking all players, right? So I already know within the season, the coaches have workouts. We got 7-on-7, things of that nature. What have you done individually outside of your coach, right? You even with other teammates, but outside of the coach, what have you done individually to strengthen your game?
This year I actually left early June and I went and trained with my dad for 4 weeks straight. And what we did was we actually worked on my craft, with my route running, my playmaking skills, and just me athletically too.
Me personally, I would say I obviously I've been lifting weights, footwork, and all that. But my whole mindset for this season, for me to work on, I've been trying to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Like, my coach been telling me that since my freshman year, for real. And it's just now starting to click in my head what he really meant.
Yeah.
And that's what I've really been trying to get into, and I've been telling my friends that too. Like, I've been even trying to preach it, even though it's not fully into me yet. For real. So that's what I've been trying to focus on, getting comfortable, being uncomfortable.
Do you know what that means, though? Do you know what that means internally about being uncomfortable? Because when we're uncomfortable, we're more attentive, we're more aware. You know, we're more prone to be more intent in the way we study it, the way we look at it. So the problem is when we get comfortable, we get complacent. Right? So when we get comfortable, it's things like, say you're a wide receiver, right? And you already know, you know, on a dig route, you already know you're the best out on the get off. You already know you're gone, right? But being uncomfortable is, okay, what if somebody takes away that, right? Then being able to challenge yourself in a way to say, you know what, the thing that I do best is no longer available to me. What can I do in ways, or how can I create ways to make myself uncomfortable to still achieve the same result? So that's big up.
This year I've been working a lot on like my route running. I feel like last year it was pretty good, but I feel like this year I wanted to like install it a lot more. Having more chemistry with my quarterback. Like this year we have a new quarterback, so just building that chemistry up with him, you know, like training with him, you know, just building time with him, just stuff like that.
I'm sorry, man. I'm laughing. I'm smiling. I'm looking at the rings, and I'm just like, you know, hey, you work hard for it, baby. Y'all should take a picture of like New Jack City, like. But all right. So next thing I want to know is, so what are you? Okay, at the end of the day, we all want wins, right? You guys know that you achieved the ultimate goal last year. Wins is what you work hard for. But inside of that, there's always another alternative motive, right? When it's building character, building discipline, everything you're building yourself to become a better young man when you leave high school, right? So what are you looking most forward to this upcoming season to not only challenging yourself individually in the season, but also your teammates? Now you start.
Okay. I haven't thought of that yet.
Oh, okay. I see what he did there. That was smooth the way he did that, right? Yeah. He said, you know what? I'm going to Steve Harvey the mic to him first and let it come back down because I ain't really ready for my answer yet. You go ahead.
Man, I feel like we have to take the experience that we had from last year and really include it into this year. And not only telling these guys things, but also showing them in the classroom, showing them whether like showing up on time for class, raising your hand, asking questions, things of that nature. And also, one thing as leaders that we have to do, like, we have to produce, yes, but we also have to give other guys chances too. So we could build their confidence up and have that confidence.
Yeah.
I feel like you already said, we got new seniors and all that, and we the new seniors. So the new sayings, I would say we know how to win and we know how to lose.
Yeah.
So I feel like we gotta teach the younger people to how to lose and how to win and what it's going to take for us to win if that's what they want to do for real. So I feel like that's the main thing, just to get through everybody here, like
Yes,
everybody,
sir.
not even just the young people, because most of the young people, or I say some of the young people, know what it is to win and what it's going to take for real, because they was a part of it or they saw it. So you feel me? Everybody need to be on the same page for us to get where we want to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I see him. Last year, I feel like I was more of a hothead, so I had to learn like to just calm down sometimes. Take some deep breaths because I got suspended for 2 games because of it, and I missed big games last year. So I feel like that's a lot I could work on from last year.
And that's dope. And that's big of you to share that, right? Because a lot of times we don't like to share our failures,
Yeah.
right? But our failures are, I don't even want to say our failures, our setbacks. Our setbacks is what build the character, right? Is what builds our personality. And for you sharing that, you're making it okay for other kids in your position to be like, you know what? I messed up. You know what? I didn't do that right. You know what? I got to do better. You know what? I expect better of myself. For you sharing that, that's big, man, because not a lot of people in your position is willing to be that vulnerable, in a setting where the world is going to see it, right? Well, I appreciate you for sharing that. For you, Coach, we got Coach Jack Walsh, the reigning champions around the high school going down. Coach, where your ring at, Coach?
It's at home
Coach,
in my sock
hey,
drawer.
look, Coach, hey, Coach spared him, man. He spared the other coach. Coach is supposed to take his headshot like this. So, Coach, for you, right? If you can, talk about, one, how many seniors do you have returning this year?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer off the top of my head.
Okay.
We returned 5 starters from last year's team.
So standard to standard, that means next man up this year.
100%.
So what are you most looking for from all the things that you've done in the offseason, all the 7-on-7, all the workouts? How excited are you, one, looking forward to watching that package come to fruition as the fall practices lead to fall ball, and how excited are you for this upcoming season as a reigning champs?
Super excited for this coming season. Obviously last year ended the way every team hopes it ends for us. But really excited to kind of shake the dust off and get this thing rolling. I think we have like I said, we have about 5 seniors returning from last year's team that started for us last year. It's their opportunity for them to be the highlight or the centerpiece. We're looking forward to showing them off a little bit.
So I'm from Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh football is 365. All we do is eat, sleep football. When we're not playing it, we're studying it. One of the things that I like to highlight a lot when I talk to coaches and players is the highlight of the importance of the mental aspect when it comes to football, because the physical does what the mental thinks, right? So when we study and talk about film studying, not just watching yourself, but watching, knowing the assignment to the person to the left and the right of you, right? Knowing the assignment and watching the person, your opponent, and seeing what their strengths and weaknesses are. How important is film study to you and your organization?
It's huge. I think that was a big part of what we've done since I've been an assistant coach at Arundel back in 2005 all the way through. It's been a huge part of our program. The previous head coach, Coach Markowitz, he preached that. We were always ahead of the game and well prepared, and I've kind of just adopted his mentality there. Our assistant coaches do a great job getting the stuff out there. Shout out to our kids and players. They buy in. They're showing up. They're bringing questions to us, bringing possible solutions to us. We do all that stuff Monday through Thursday. Friday night, we're not really into trying things. Just like, no, this is what we said was going to work. This is what we're doing. And that carried through all last year's playoff run. And then obviously we're going to take that same mentality and approach this season.
Y'all heard it here, man. Y'all see what it is. They got the blame. They got the hardware to show for it. There's only one.